Alright, this video is going to be doing a CMA. So we're going to do a CMA on this house right here. So the first thing we do obviously is a search, and we want to figure out where it is in the map. So we look here and we can see the property is in a community. So I want to try to pull all my comps in this one community. So we're going to first do a search in that community. So this is Lantana Road and this is 441. So we're just going to do a new search, and we're going to do a search in that community. So I'm going to use my map here, and I'm going to use my polygon tool here. So this is Lantana Road and this is 441. So this is the community right here. So I'll zoom in, I'll use my polygon tool, and I'm just going to draw a border around this property here. Okay, so now when we do that, I already know this is the property. So we're gonna try to stay within 10% up and down, plus or minus, on the square foot total. So this is the property here, 9153 Pineville Drive. So I'm going to go ahead and just I'm going to select all of these, and I'm not just going to do the actives, but I'm going to go in and also take what's closed. So I'm going to select active and close, and I'm going to go back 6 months. So this defaults to a year, so I'm going to click on the calendar and click forward 6 months. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it's May 18th, so I'll go the 18th. So this is a 6-month period here. So hopefully we'll have some closed sales. And as you can see here, there's only 2 closed sales. Well, let's start with that. So the other thing I want to do is I want to go plus or minus 10% in the size. So we know that was 4,000 square feet. So let's just see if these two are within 4,000 square feet, plus or minus 10%. So that would be 3,600 to 4,400. So these two sales were 3,630 and 4,000. This one's not actually in there, so I'm going to deselect this one. I'm going to select these other two. All right, and there we go. So now I'm just going to hit CMA. And it's going to use selected, and it's going to pick the CMA I have. So we'll do the we do have a subject property, so we're going to pick the full CMA, and we're going to do the next step. And then we're going to type in the address. And we're going to go next. All right, and then we're going to auto-populate from an existing listing. So I'm just going to pop the listing number in there, and it will automatically populate. Then the other thing I want to do is I want to do add the new properties. So we already have them as comps. There they all are. So I go next step, and then the adjustments. I want to do this auto adjust. This only will adjust the size. It give us adjustments based on the size. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're just going to do a side-by-side comparison and do these comps. So the first adjustment we're going to do is this one, 9205 Oak Alley Drive. If you click on this down arrow, you'll see these are the comps. So here's the first one, 9205 Oak Alley. So if I click on this, it's going to open up in a new window. Okay. Now I've already seen the property, so I'm just going to quickly go through the photos and look at the map and compare the house to the subject. So you know, this has it does have a pretty big patio. It looks like there's some wood floors there. They're either wood or that's a pretty nice kitchen. Right. As far as the condition of the property is concerned, I would say it's probably pretty similar. If we do the map, I know our property back to the golf course. This one looks like it backs to other homes, so it's probably inferior in location. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the CMA, and I'm going to add an adjustment for lot location. Lot location. Okay, and it's probably not as nice as the subject. So if it's not as nice as the subject, then we're going to say it would have sold for more if it had the same location as the subject. So this is 510,000. So maybe we add $15,000 for the lot. Okay, and that's it. And then we go to the next one. So that's 9153. That's our subject. So we'll go to the next one, 9292 Pineville. So that's here. So we click on, let's eliminate the other one. Let's click on the new one, 9292, and it opens up. And we're going to do the same thing here. So this is actually active. So I really don't want to make comps to active property. I don't want to make any adjustments to active property. So let's go to the next one. It's going to be 9186 Oak Alley. This one closed. Okay, so let's look at the photos here. Let's see, this was not bank owned, it's not a short sale, so we go to the photos. This might be the same layout. Okay, so that's a pretty similar pool. It looks like it backs to the preserve, so that's a pretty good that's a pretty good backyard there. Yeah, I think this is the same model. Kitchen, nice. Pretty similar here. I don't know if I'm seeing a whole lot better from what we looked at to this one. Okay, let's look at where it is on the map. I would say, unless there's something in here that makes it really different. Faces south and north-south. Our property's over here, remember? So this had a better, more appealing lot because the sun sets in the west and the backyard's nice and cool. So, alright, so let's just say maybe we make a little of an adjustment on this because it has maybe slightly inferior lot. But it sure did have a nice preserve back there. So I'll just leave it. So that's it. There's only 2 comps there that we can make adjustments for. So then we go to the next step. And then we go to the recommendation. So this tells us, high, low, and recommendation there. So then the next step is to do a PDF. And then it'll save it as a PDF, and then you just want to save the PDF, and you can take pages out or send it to the customer the way that I've done it. So this is going to be CMA 9153 Pineville, and this is for Alfonso Primus, and I'll save it. And that's how you do a CMA.